Hi everybody. This is a tutorial on how to use the Fractal Grid Notebook app to do some fractal gridding. And here we go. So I'm going to start by creating my first fractal grid. And one of the things I enjoy about fractal gridding is that it's really great for information overload. And one thing where there is quite a lot of information overload is this idea of adulting or getting used to adult life after school or college. There are a lot of different responsibilities. So I'm going to title it Adulting, save the changes, because in this app currently all of the changes have to be manually saved, which is important. And then I'm also at level 0 here, going to write the main topic or question. So the main topic here is adulting. So I'm going to click on the cell. Clicking on the cell opens up the editor, and I'm going to write the topic, which is Adulting 101. I'm also going to highlight this, bold it, and put it as a header, so it's a nice big topic. And then clicking outside of the editor takes the view out and the changes get updated. So this is level 0. It has the main topic there. And now I'm going to move to level 1. So I can click here, or I can kind of just slide up. And in the center, we have Adulting 101. But in the surrounding cells, we're going to want to put related subtopics. So it's a lot of information. How might I break it down? I might break it down into different kind of tasks I need to do. So again, I'm going to click on the cell. The cell opens up, and edits I make here will update. So one category that's really important is work, right? And I bolded that. Another category that is really important might be appointments and events, right? I might have different things coming at me in addition to work. There might also be stuff like I need to plan out meals. Maybe I also have different errands I need to run. Maybe there's a new place you're at and there are a lot of things to do, or just in general, life has a lot of little tasks. And then in addition to that, I might want to figure out my budgeting. There might be things I need to shop for. And then as the Destiny Child song goes, bills, bills, bills. There are bills to keep track of and pay for. And then in this last one, I'm going to put things that uplift me that I might want to look at, like inspiration or maybe like entertainment. So I'm going to call this inspo/entertainment, and I'm going to remember to save. Now, something that's cool, these colors are awesome, but there's also another view that allows us to see it kind of blank or kind of just white. So I'm going to go into settings and change this into white mode. You can feel free to experiment with settings, but this is just a cool one that allows you to see just a grid with all white and not having to think of the colors too much. So now I have my main thing, Adulting 101, and I have my different categories around that. And I can also do some helpful editing in the level 1 view. So with work, let's say I have a lot of different tasks to do there. Maybe I know I have emails I need to answer. I know I have some meetings I need to go to, and then maybe I have some tasks I need to do. So maybe within my emails, I can press tab and create a subheader. Maybe I need to follow up, and I'm going to de-italicize, follow up with boss about work progress. And you can see as I'm editing here, this is updating. Maybe I have a 9 a.m. Tuesday meeting. with a colleague. And then maybe one task I need to do is finish up a draft of code if I'm doing coding work. Maybe if I'm doing things, I need to finish up an essay or finish up documentation. And another cool thing is this is an editor, so there are a few features that come with that. One feature is being able to highlight this and just strike things out, or to underline. There are also some features to explore here as well. So another thing that might be important is things to shop for, right? So I might know, hey, I need to shop for some clothes. So maybe there was a really cool pair of jeans I saw. Maybe we were looking for black jeans for an event. So maybe I need to shop for some black jeans. And one of the things that I use a lot is the hyperlinking feature. So maybe you know that there are some black jeans from, let's say, the Gap that you want to get. So you can actually add a link here. Let's say there was a link to some black jeans at the Gap or something. So maybe I go https://www.thegap.com and I'm like, I want to get black jeans from the Gap. I can go in, click this, and it will take me to that page. So one can imagine you can add links, you can cross things out, and you can go between different views and different worlds of things or cells that you have to edit. Another feature in this editor is that you can also read the content. So if I was maybe telling somebody the things I had to shop for, or for accessibility, I could say, hey, read the content, and I could go
to shop for black jeans.
And boom, it's there, right? And so I might need black jeans. My eyes are getting bad, so maybe I need to look for some blue light glasses. Maybe I need to get some dish soap. And one can imagine how the shopping list might get long. Another thing that I really enjoy about this is, let's say the list is getting super duper long. At the end of the day, this is a list. So if I wanted to, I could categorize things like I did with work. So I could say, hey, there's clothing I have to get, which includes black jeans and these glasses, but maybe there's also some house materials I need to get. So I can say, well, I need to get things for the house. And just like that, I have different categories of things, which I can scroll down and interact with and see. So I'm going to save those changes. And this is me editing this at level 1. And there's also me editing this at level 2. So we're going to go up to level 2. And level 2 is cool because now this level 1 has expanded. Each one of these categories, so work, appointments, meals, budgeting, inspiration, etc., now has its own grid. And this thing really allows us to see the relationship. If I bring back not white mode, you can see how the colors are associated with each one, right? And you can edit it. One thing I enjoy doing is once you kind of get the hang that, hey, like a change here, right? If I add an exclamation point here, it would change here. Double updates. I like to actually take that out, go into measure mode, and have the main topic here and then subtopics here. So the nice thing about this mode is that, let's say I have different forms of entertainment. So maybe one form of entertainment I have that I'm looking for is books I want to read. Maybe one kind of book I want to look at is called, there's this book I want to read called Brave New World by Salcon, which is about education and AI. There's also another book called African Fractality or African Fractals by Ron Egosh, who's this researcher which I've been wanting to read, and I can save it and it's here and I can kind of view it. Now, let's say I had a link maybe to Amazon or something like that. One could imagine how I could input the link, right? And then I could click on stuff within this view. Note that it's not viewable here, but if I go to level 2, what I've put here is viewable. So maybe in addition to books, I also have movies I want to watch. Maybe in addition to that, there are inspiring quotes. One of my favorite quotes is doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. Another inspiring quote, a classic, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you will land among the stars. One other quote is, I am human. Nothing human is alien to me. And so if you need kind of an inspiration, there's that. Maybe you're coming back to movies and you're like, oh, there is the One Love Bob Marley movie, which is really cool. There's Piece by Piece by Pharrell Williams, which is coming out, and you can link those. You can click on the link. And then one really cool book, it's called Bit by Bit. And so maybe, I want to come back later and add something. This makes it very, very easy for one to come back and be able to read those different things. So I'm going to put that there. And then one can imagine how with this sort of dashboard, right, one is able to see different things and interact with them. So that is level 2. This is level 1 with different things, and this is level 0. So this was just a little tutorial about how to use this app for fractal gridding to handle things like information overload through this example of adulting. Happy fractal gridding, and I hope you all can feel the fractality.